there's a lot of stuff that I was really bad at that I had to get good at and learn. I'm like, I can teach you everything that I messed up with so that you don't replicate it, because it sucks whenever you make mistakes. We donate to everything that they asked us to donate to. We donate food to their shelters. You know, that's all stuff that nobody talks about, you know? And I don't ask for it to be talked about.
Right. Hey, welcome to another episode of Beyond Business. Joining me today is someone I've just started hanging out with quite a bit here recently. A hell of a guy. You guys know him as the owner of Bobbie Lane's BBQ. Welcome.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
It's a cool studio.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad you made it, man. I know you're a busy guy. We've tried this a couple times, but yeah, life is a mofo.
Life gets in the way.
Yeah, this is the only day you guys are you off? This is the only day you're closed, but you're closed Sunday, but you work?
Yeah, so on Sundays we do brunch from 10 to 2. But that's kind of me and Ashley's day off. We kind of let the crew run it.
Yeah.
There's not a lot going on Sundays, so it's a buffet, you know, so we just line it up. So Mondays is kind of the day where we're kind of cleaning the house in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, and then in the afternoon we get stuff ready for Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
how long has Bobbie Lane's been open?
So we started the business in 2019.
Okay. Before COVID.
Right before COVID. Yeah.
And then did you almost hang yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. So we got in with where the old Mel's Beer Shed was for the older folks, and it's Jen's beer den now.
Yeah. Then
it was the Crowbar after us.
Wait.
That was our original location.
You were down there?
Yeah. Yeah. So
shit.
We got there's a lady named Colleen. She works for Midwest Gaming Electronics. She was amazing, and we met her way back when, and before gaming or anything was even thought about.
Yep.
And she's like, I said, hey, we need a spot. She's like, hey, check this out, you know. So we got in there. We signed a 5-year lease. We were only open Saturdays and Sundays. I was still working for USA Clean. Ashley was still at ADM.
Okay.
So we were open 2 days a week, only on the weekends, and then we'd be there Friday night. Friday night was our prep, so we'd smoke everything that night, Fridays and Saturdays. So we'd sleep on an air mattress in the dining room.
Just the grind.
Oh man! And every 15 minutes, we're out there feeding the fire, You know, and the air mattress was going flat. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Well then, but we had a lot of good customers. So customers were coming in, they liked it, they liked what we served. So we're like, okay, this is cool, you know. And then COVID hit, and we're like, what are we gonna do, man?
Did you try the cater type pickups, or you just go out with
just because we had a fallback, you know, with our regular jobs,
right?
And then we
you hadn't dove in.
We hadn't dove in.
Yeah.
Just the weekends, you know, trying to just test the waters.
But I mean, I think that's probably a solid way to do it. To go, I mean, a lot of dudes get smokers. Some of them can figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
And the other ones, it's like, well, your family ate that.
They said it was good.
They said it was good.
Yeah.
But no, we need the public to tell me this is good.
Exactly. Yeah. That's kind of what it is. It was a test. So when COVID hit and they started shutting everything down, our landlord came to us there and they said, hey, if you guys want out of your lease, we'll let you out. We're like, hey, we have to. You know, we had no clue. Right. So they were amazing for that. So they let us out, no strings attached. We just
They were just throw you a blessing. They knew you were just kicking it off.
They knew that it wasn't going to be possible.
Look, we can either do it like this, or we can just not answer your calls in a couple months because we don't have any money.
So so we walked away from that. We went back to work, and it kind of just became a thing of the past.
Okay.
But it's my grandparents. You know, that's the reason I did it, was because my grandfather, who passed away of liver cancer pretty unexpectedly, he was misdiagnosed for about 2 years. They kept telling me he had kidney stones every time he went to the hospital. And then finally, the last time he went, the doctor said, hey, you know, this mass on your liver has grown quite a bit. And my grandma looked at him and said, what do you mean, this mass? I said, no one's told you about this mass on your liver? We've seen it on every CT scan we've done. And he said, I knew nothing about it. So he went to his primary doctor and brought it up, and his doctor said, let me look, and looked through all the records. And sure enough, it was there. He just missed it every time. So he said, hey, I apologize, I missed it, you know. And
that's just it. Huh?
He's like, what do I do? So he went down to Barnes,
Is that St. Louis?
Yeah, down to St. Louis, and they had a conversation down there, and they said, you know, if judging by the first scans, if we would have saw it, we could have operated, but now it's just too far gone. There's nothing we can do. So, you know, he ended up passing fairly quickly after that. And then after
So does anyone have the energy to get pissed?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? It's like,
I mean, obviously you can't undo it.
Yeah, but
no matter how mad you get, it doesn't make it better.
Yeah, and he was really so. My grandpa was the president of the union at Firestone, so he had a lot of friends, and so his attorney friends, you know, they're like, "Hey, we got to do something about this," you know. So they did. They did. They filed a lawsuit, and it took, I think, about 6 or 7 years for the lawsuit to be finalized.
Did it go your way?
Yeah, I mean, they settled out of court for an undisclosed amount.
Sure.
My family would know. I don't even know what the amount was. I don't think it was astronomical by any means. Right. But I know that they gave, when he was still alive, they gave him an offer for malpractice. And he said, you know, I don't think that's enough for your insurance just to cover this. You need to hurt worse than this so you don't ever do this to anybody else. So, so after that, my grandma, you know,
it's even for professionals, right?
Yeah,
it goes.
Yeah, you can't be.
You can't go. I got insurance.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. You guys just work it out. So,
which that's probably not the case. However, if you deal with humans every day, all day in their lives, there's going to be times where you could have done better.
Sure.
And if it happens to be a kidney stone, that's cancer.
Exactly. And if it keeps, you know, you keep missing it. So my grandma decided, you know, she was going to fight it for a little bit, and she's like, I don't want to deal with this, you know. Well, then she decided that she was going to go on a girls' trip. So she went on a girls' trip down to Florida. And then on her way back to the airport, they got in a car accident, and she passed away. So it was like,
what?
Shit. So everybody was just shocked.
Too unexpected.
Too unexpected. And that was even, I mean, my grandma spent all this time, you know, getting this headstone that was just perfect for my grandpa, you know. And she didn't even get to see it placed. It was placed after she was buried. So it was brutal, man. So her name was Barbara. They always called her Bobbie.
Okay.
And then his middle name was Lane.
Oh, so you comboed it.
Made it Bobbie Lanes.
Dude,
so
leave him alone.
Now I'm Bobbie, which is cool. Everybody calls me Bobbie. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you got put in Bobbie, got prayed for it.
Yeah. So everybody calls me Bobbie now, which is cool, but you know, that's what it is. The
You're
story
like, thanks for calling me Barbara for the record.
Exactly. That's a chick's name.
Yeah.
But they man, it's cool. So now I get to be Bobbie. So
okay, so let's back up. You're what, late mid-30s?
Yeah, I'm 37.
So you graduated. You went to school around here?
Yeah, I went to school in Meridian.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did know that. Your wife too?
She went to school at Sullivan.
Okay. And so when you got out of high school, did you go to college or did you go to, what'd you do?
So not directly after high school.
Would you go to the workforce for a bit?
Yep. Or? So I decided that I needed to make money. So I went out. My mom owns businesses, and I helped her. She had flower shops, and I helped her in the flower shops. I would help with odds and ends stuff, you know, just
make a check.
Kind of what kids were doing.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? So I went to college. I went to try to get into HVAC first.
Yep.
So I did that, and I was, you know, going to school for that. It was pretty cool. And then I had other plans. I met Ashley. Mm-hmm. She had a kid, and we're like, hey, this doesn't really fit with the time frame and stuff. So I stopped doing that.
Right.
And then I started selling siding and windows.
Oh, you needed something where you could pop some money off.
Yeah. So I started selling siding and windows, and I worked basically out of Champaign, but I'd travel all over the place.
Yeah.
And then
commission gig?
Commission gig. If you didn't sell, you didn't get paid.
Did you sell?
No, I sold a lot.
Yeah.
Sold a lot. And so then I said, well, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I'm going to go back to school. I got my associates and stopped there.
Right.
Just at Richland. And then I went to, where did I go after that? I went to work for Steve Zarnt at Rebath.
Okay.
And I tell you what,
sales.
As far as a sales trainer, that dude is a monster.
Good.
From him.
It's a hard deal. That's a hard thing to do if you're not good at it.
It's very difficult.
Yeah,
it's very difficult. Scott Carr was the guy that I rode around with a lot, and he was a really good mentor too. So being young, having my wife pregnant with our with our second kid.
Yeah.
It was like it blew my mind because after looking back on it, Steve and I kind of had a falling out at the end, and it was all because of my immaturity. It had nothing to do with him.
Right.
But I didn't.
You
realize
look back
it at
and
the
you're
time.
right.
But I didn't.
You
realize
look back
it at
and
the
you're
time.
going, yeah, he was done. He was like,
Yeah.
get this fucking kid out of
But
here.
at the time, I'm like, I was just fucking up everywhere, and I see it. So then, I went to work for USA Clean after that. After I left
What is that?
USA Clean.
Clean products?
Nope. So we sold. So what I was brought on to do was start the division of floor care equipment. So that's what they do. They sell, service, and provide
Like
parts,
machinery.
For floor care. Yeah. So like
Buffers and
and scrubbers, anything.
Yeah,
you walk
gotcha.
behind.
Yeah.
But they're a national company. They're based here in town.
Sure.
And so I went to work for them, but they didn't have this department. They wanted an inside sales department started. So
You're talking about like the things I see people cruising around Walmart on.
Yeah, well, the robots now.
Oh,
but-
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but
they look like Zambonis.
Yeah. That's what they are. So I went to work there, and then I started that division, and then, man, we just started killing it. We were selling shit like left and right. And, well, I'm sorry. I need to backtrack because this was the same time I started Bobbie Lanes, I was at USA Clean.
Okay.
So I'm there. We're working. I've been there for about 5 years, and then the pandemic hits.
Okay.
Well, the pandemic hits, and we're like, well, what are we going to do? Because nobody's cleaning facilities anymore. And I said, well, I know what we got to do. We got to sell PPE. We got to sell.
Masks and sanitizer. And
So Bruce, who was the CEO, he came up with the mask idea. He's like, yeah, let's try to find masks. So we did that, and then I said, well, I got to find sprayers, like, electrostatic sprayers. Well, you couldn't find them on the market, but everybody was looking for them.
Right.
So that's what I did. I went out and I hunted, and I found Victory electrostatic sprayers, and we sold millions and millions of dollars of these things. And I'm talking about every school district.
Yeah, because that now makes it so if we do this magic shit,
Right.
now you can come in.
Exactly.
And it's okay if you get sick. We tried.
Exactly. So,
Was it all bullshit?
man, I don't know. It depends. So, I don't know.
Okay.
It's too hard for me to say.
I mean, obviously, people died.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it wasn't a complete hoax.
Right.
But in the same token, it's like,
It was.
I don't know. Somebody
was
made a lot of
weird.
money off masks.
It was
We're
weird.
talking billions of dollars off rubbing alcohol and masks.
And then the mask game was so weird that, there's a difference between an N95 mask and a KN95 mask, right?
Oh.
If it's a KN95 mask, it comes from China, but it's okay during the COVID. But any other time it's not okay because it doesn't protect the particles, right? So we have these KN95 masks. We're paying, 5 cents a mask or something, and we're boxing them up and shipping them to school districts. I had one school district in Alaska. We did a ton of business with FedEx.
Right.
And I had FedEx, and I said, hey, I got all these sprayers, I've got all these masks, I've got all this chemical, I got to ship it to Alaska. He's like, yeah, no problem, we'll take care of it. Well, I'm used to shipping containers of machines from China to Decatur, right? Container of machines shipped from China to here, $5,000 is about what it
Okay.
costs.
And what size container are you talking?
A full container.
A container.
Yeah, 52 foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it could cost about $5,000 land.
Okay. That's
So-
less than I thought.
Yeah, not very.
Not bad.
It's not bad. So I'm like, okay, we're cool. I can ship this. I'm going to put $5,000 as the thing because this is going to Alaska and it's cleaning supplies.
Right.
My CEO sends me an email. He says, hey, I just got word on that transaction that you did for FedEx. And I said, okay, what about it? He's like, that cost us $65,000 to ship that stuff. I said, what? Turns out FedEx had to charter a plane. It was so remote that they had to charter a plane to get it to this remote place in Alaska.
Oh, snap.
So on this, they probably spent $100,000 on stuff with all this.
Right.
$65,000 of it was eaten up by freight.
So that's a cut.
That was a tough conversation to have because then I'm like, well, honestly, I would have never thought because
Right.
He's
like, well, you should.
Exactly. He's like, well, you should do better. So that was a tough one.
Yeah, because you're going mileage wise, we're going to make money even
Yeah.
on the shipment.
Yeah, and we're not shipping a container full of heavy ass machines.
Yeah, this is easy.
We're shipping some masks.
They're like, yeah, well, you
But
didn't figure
that was a big-
Cessna in on
yeah,
there.
exactly. That was a tough one. But other than that, I mean, we made it through COVID. We kept going on, and then eventually, Ashley's job. She worked downtown at the city center
For ADM? Yeah.
her job got sold to India. And then they said, hey, we can find you another placement, or we can give you a severance. You can walk away.
What do you want to do?
What do you want to do? So we sat down and we talked, and I said, maybe it's time for me to leave, you to leave, and let's go all in at the restaurant. COVID's over. Or, what do you think? And she's like, man, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is.
Right.
We did it. We went head first.
And said, let's go.
Let's just do it. So we went around. There was a guy named Tim Raycraft at One Main Place. And he was amazing for business. Him and Cole Babcock worked together to get us the space. Originally, we looked at the old R Bar.
Yep.
And that was originally going to be our location. And then ended up, his son came back and said, hey, we want to reopen the R Bar. So we're like, well, what are we going to do?
Right.
And then Tim told Cole, he said, well, did you have him look downstairs at, One Main Place? I'm like, no, we'd never even thought about it. So we'll do it for the same price since we already had him locked into this.
Yeah.
So we went over and we looked at it and we're like, man, the inside kind of sucks, but the patio's killer.
Yes.
So let's do it,
Just like Jimmy Ryan's. Right?
Yeah, the old Jimmy Ryan's. Yeah. So we did it. We got in there and Tim's like, hey, whatever we got to do to get you in here, let's do it. So we got a massive smoker, and we get it in. We're like, we get it off the trailer, we get it inside. It's not going in the building, not let alone going in the kitchen. So
it's just too much.
It's too big.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are we going to do? So I go up and I talk to Tim and he said, I said, I'm going to go to lunch because I'm stressed out because we were open in like a week. And this was the heart of the operation.
Yeah.
If I didn't get it in.
Gotta cook.
Yeah. If I didn't get it in, we were screwed. So I said, I'm gonna go to lunch. He said, let me work something out. I come back for lunch. I go around the corner. The smoker's gone. And there's this cutout in the brick wall under the drywall that goes into the restaurant.
They cut a hole in the wall?
They cut all the way out, the blocks all the way down. And then I go in and there's a hole in the side of the kitchen, the perfect size of the smoker. And it's in its place. And
You're like,
wow.
That is solving problems.
You guys killed it. So they did, man. They put it all together for us. And then by the end of that night, they had everything done.
Back like it never happened?
Like it never happened. It was painted. It was done. We were ready for business.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, I called Tim. I said, dude, you're amazing. So we had some issues, kind of getting off the ground there. It was, business is tough anyways.
That's
right?
what I'm saying. So is it slow start and then how?
It's really fast.
Oh.
And then it goes.
Oh, yeah. We
like
can get you
this.
to come try once.
Yeah. But we failed a lot in the beginning. We had no idea what we were doing. We were used to a couple days a week, a lot of to-go, stuff like that. Now we're like.
We're a restaurant every day.
We're a restaurant, and now we're feeding a lot of people. And it's like.
Yeah, and how has to be, I guess, trial and error is all you can do because you can't even base it off someone else's because their product is different.
Exactly.
So you can't. Yeah. So what? At first, you either don't cook enough, or you have too much to throw away, or you go, "What the fuck are we gonna do? How do we make this right?"
We still deal with that today.
That's just nature of the game, right?
Yeah, it's tough. You have to really. You'll never get it down. I mean, sure, there's people that get it down.
Well, I'm sure there's days or weeks that you come close on nailing it really close. But then other times it's
we're like, hey, we got one rack of ribs left.
Right.
And there's some days we're like, hey, we got 2 briskets left. We got to sell this. 'Cause
right.
That's a lot of money to
yes.
throw away.
Yes.
But we figured it out. And then, so we were there for 2 years. And then they didn't want to renew our lease because there was a lot of back and forth. But they said there was people in the building complaining about the smoke smell.
Okay.
There was people.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, it could be possible, but a lot of the people that were in the building were our customers, So it was odd.
Maybe it was just an excuse.
Yeah, it was odd to me. But then he said, "Hey, we want to turn this." Then he said, "We need to turn it into offices." This was after the passing of Tim. Tim passed away.
Oh, okay.
Tim passed away, and then I dealt with Ben, and Ben and I never really saw eye to eye.
Okay.
I think he's a good dude.
Sure.
But
just weren't on the same page.
We weren't on the same page. And so I went out looking for something else. I said, well, if we got to be out of here, we got to go do something.
Well, that's cool. You got the most expensive place in town.
So then Cole's like, I got this guy. Cole's like, I got this guy that I think we can work this out. So we walk into the building we're in now. And me and Ashley, we look around and she's like, there's no way this could be a restaurant. It's just destroyed.
It's just space.
And it's the ceiling's falling in. There's nothing here. It's
real
it's
estate.
nothing.
That's it.
Yeah.
It needs work.
I said, no. I said, we can make this happen.
You could see it?
Oh, I could see it right off the bat.
Yeah.
She doesn't see that stuff.
Yeah.
So
you either do or you don't.
I sat down that night and I got a pen and a paper out and I had everything measured out. I said, here's where we're going to do this. Here's where we're going to do that. And then I said, now can we make it come to life? So I started talking to the building owner, and he lives in Portugal, so it's kind of hard to get back and forth with, but he's from here. Super nice dude.
Right.
And he's like, man, we want to see you succeed. How can we make it happen? So let's do it. So I worked with Skip at the Avon a lot because we shared the same landlord. Because Frederick owns that entire block. So I got in really good with Skip, and Skip and I would talk every single day. And good things, bad things, everything in between. So then I talked to Frederick a lot. Frederick said, hey, here's what we can do. We've got an insurance check coming because the place flooded. We can put some of that towards it. Here's what you're going to owe. Here's what I'll put in. We just had it worked out.
Oh, so they made it so you're not going in. Well, I mean, you're not necessarily going in and borrowing money for a renovation. It's just all getting figured in on the building, how much it's going to cost for lease.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So my lease payment, now that helped for the build out. Now, as far as equipment, things like that, that we still had to purchase.
Oh, gotcha. So at your restaurant, your new location, did you go and purchase a lot of new equipment, or
everything's brand new?
Oh,
yeah. There was nothing. Everything was new.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the only thing that I think we might have took a fridge from the old place, but other than that,
was new.
Everything was new.
But so this is what's hard for me is I can only imagine the amount of money that stuff cost. I mean, I know even industrial refrigerators or freezers are insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy expensive.
Beyond what most people would think, especially big smokers, same thing. Man, I just don't know how you can make in your mind go, we're going to make money, even if it's $15 at a time.
Yeah.
That's hard for me because I'm going, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment and going $15 a time. We're going to make this shit. And you do it.
It's really hard. But in the beginning, you just pump everything to debt,
Yes.
So we have a skeleton crew. We really do. We don't have a lot of staff, which hurts us and helps us. It helps us to be able to put more money towards things and to do the community things that we do. That helps us. But it hurts whenever it comes to a busy day and we just don't have the staff to handle it. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And you can't do it on the fly.
No.
But I don't like cutting people. So I don't want to staff heavy and then be like, oh, nothing's going on. You can go ahead and go home.
Right.
Well, I can't keep it staffed that way because I'm not making anything here.
Right. Yeah.
So, that really comes to the point where you're like, I don't know what the move is, but the move is today is we're going to start with a skeleton crew.
Right.
So the team that's been with me forever, they're fantastic. And
right.
They get it. They know what we're doing, But the others, the ones that come on it later, they're like, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
So.
Well, I had even talked to the other day. What was going on? Oh, yeah, we were supposed to meet for something that didn't happen. Hibachi
Thursday. Yeah.
So Nicole shows up, and we kind of just sit there and chit chat for a bit, and that's it. But that's what we talked about. It was like her even going like, "Yeah, people just don't get it.
They don't get it."
And I'm like, "Well, that's true. That's normal."
Yeah, they don't get it.
Well, so that's it. Is you can come and. I mean, I'm sure there's people that you'd probably hire right now if someone that looked and acted the part and they needed a gig. But it's like, if you want to be part of a thing, though, you have to be part of a thing.
That's the big thing that I tell everybody that interviews with me. I say, hey, if you're here just to collect a paycheck, I don't want you here.
And that sounds crazy to someone who's going, it's a restaurant. Of course I'm here.
I'm here to make money.
You're like, yeah, me too. But.
Yeah, we're all here to make money, but we're here to serve the customer.
Yeah.
So Bruce at USA Clean would just drove that into my head.
Yes.
He was the CEO. I reported only to him. And he pounded it into my head. Serve the customer. Ship same day. Make sure that the customer's satisfied, whatever it takes.
Yes.
We would have shit written on the walls.
But it reflects, though, I mean, the way now I've only seen Nicole and
Ashland.
out there whenever I was there.
Yeah.
But they are noticeably above and beyond. Like, I know you guys.
Yeah.
Kind, nice.
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
They're fantastic.
But I mean, that's something that I don't know if that is just kind of house rules or what, but it's like that is important. You ever been to Culver? You ever go to Culver's?
Yeah, no, that's not
Ever?
my place. Every once in a while, yeah.
So you walk in that Culver's,
Yeah.
and then walk across Caddy Corner to McDonald's. See how your
completely different.
treatment is.
Oh, it's completely different.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like they're having fun over here,
Absolutely.
or whatever.
Absolutely.
Or
And it's a culture thing.
yeah,
You know?
you're building something. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Is it's
And the
noticeable.
ones who don't kind of align with our brand, we know really quick.
Right.
And then it's just kind of that navigation of, all right,
How do we do this?
are we going to get rid of them? Or are we going to train them? Then sometimes we wait too long. And then I've got customers calling me, hey, that service sucked.
And you're going.
Or I've got customers who've been with you forever say, hey, I'm not coming back. And I'm like, man, you've been with us for 6 years. And I had a waitress run you off. That's
You're
not
like,
cool.
yeah.
So that waitress has to go.
Let's trade.
Exactly. Come back and see me. I'll buy your meal.
Yeah.
I apologize. And she's gone.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what I can't understand, because the waiter and waitress and service industry on that aspect, it's a huge money maker, man.
It is.
If you're going to make money based on being nice,
yeah. And
what?
I know how good of a server someone is by looking at their tips at the end of the week whenever I do payroll.
Fair.
Yeah. They're like, well, this table didn't tip me, and this. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're gonna have those. You're gonna have those assholes.
But 15%ers
or
and that's
the
it.
zero. Some people write a zero on there.
Really?
Some people just don't tip, or they don't have the money to tip. You do have those, but it's pretty rare.
Right.
In the overall scheme of things, if you're making less than 20%, then
You did that.
You did that.
Yeah.
Everyone
came in willing to tip 35% if you were good.
And
Yeah.
there is kitchen issues. Things come out wrong, things like that. But if you handle it well, you won't see Nicole and Ashley making less than 20%.
Yeah. Well, no, that's it too. Is we can.
If it's them or the kitchen.
Yeah. I would say delivery is everything.
Absolutely.
And we at the table, we know damn well the waitress is just delivering the message,
Absolutely.
like how you want to deal with this one.
And they'll throw the kitchen under the bus.
That's okay.
And hey, whatever makes them happy.
Whatever.
And then when they're out, these two girls, they'll have a shitty week, a shitty day. And they'll come in and you can see it on their face when they walk in the back door and they're like, oh, just kind of moping around. And then as soon as they go out to that dining room, meet that first customer,
it's light up.
It's lit up like Christmas.
You know Kostaki, Chili Garris?
Uh-huh.
So he and I were chatting, and he was like, what made him be able to travel as a bartender was going, like I was treating people like where he was at, they were on vacation. But that was the big thing of going, these people have worked hard to be in this position they're at, to come to this bar today.
Absolutely.
Make them have the best day, and it is like, that's not hard.
No.
You can fake it, and then it turns into you being just happy.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like
it's contagious.
When I had a team of salespeople that their job was to bang the phones.
Yeah.
And I would listen to their calls. I'm like, man, I said, you just sound like shit.
Yeah, I'd say no too.
Exactly.
You're going to get a bunch of no.
When you're on the phone, smile. They can hear your smile.
This is true.
Yeah. If you're on the phone, you're like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you don't.
You know what I mean?
You're just chipping away.
There's some things that just absolutely drive me nuts.
Yeah.
And that's some of them. Whenever you don't serve my customers well, then you have to go somewhere else.
If you don't serve your customers well, or you serve your beverages in plastic cups.
Plastic cups. Pink, blue Pepsi cups. Don't do that. It's got to be glass.
That's funny. That was a funny conversation.
Yeah.
But I'm one of them too, though, where it's like, wait a minute.
I'm bougie when it comes to that.
I get it.
I like glass.
So would you say now, so you've been there, 2 years?
Almost 2 years, yeah. It'll be 2 years this spring.
So are you going, okay, we're on track?
Yeah, it depends on the week.
Yeah. But overall,
it goes pretty well. We are very fortunate to do quite a bit of catering too.
Yeah.
It's not something that we really promote a lot, but we work a ton with Ameren and ADM and Caterpillar doing caterings, and sometimes that saves our weeks.
Yeah,
because we'll have down weeks and like, oh man, what are we gonna do?
And dude, we're in the real world. Life is expensive.
Very expensive.
You know what I mean? It's like I even told my mom, I was like, hey, we don't have to go drop, you don't have to go drop $100 to hang out with us. And she goes, you don't like it? And I go, oh yeah, I like it. I mean, I'll spend the 100 as well.
Yeah.
But no, it is. It's just, I mean, yeah.
It is.
Shit, go eat shitty food is expensive. So
I remember dollar meal days.
Same.
You know,
Arby's 5 for $5.
Absolutely.
That's
Arby's is
not even a thing. Yeah, or you better. That's $40 for you and someone else. That's crazy, dude.
You're going through the drive-thru.
But
it's one of those things, you know. I mean, it's one of those places that they're consistent, but they mess up a lot, and they get looked at. Oh, yeah, they messed up, but I'm going back tomorrow.
Right.
Small businesses, we're like, we have to do everything we can not to mess up because that shit goes viral.
What is the let's say this. So you've got, and I don't even know specifically. I did want to look into it just so I could ask you about them. So part of it is it's a local, small local community. How do you deal with that? I know you have misrepresented yourself a time or two, just off the cuff. You know what I mean? But what is the trick to dealing with negative feedback? I mean, do you just have to go, okay, we're going to go with sorry, customer. You could have not said that on Facebook.
Some people say some of the best advice I ever heard was post and ghost, right? So you make your post and
leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Don't respond to the negative. Don't respond to the positive.
Just do it.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
I'm very, very passionate about what we do and what we're building. So I do get a little.
You take it personal.
I take it very personally.
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean, it's my grandparents' name on there.
Yeah.
You know, they're my best friends.
Yeah. It's just the majority don't hear, listen, or give a shit about the quiet gripers, man.
And what the problem is it's not just me and my family that they're hurting. It's my team, my staff, and the community. You know, I mean, like, because we give shit away a lot.
Right.
You know, we do a lot behind the scenes for the community.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle Karsten, who works at.
So you're going. What are we doing here? Like, we're helping everyone. And we had a great relationship with him at the Salvation Army, and we donate to everything that they asked us to donate to. We donate food to their shelters. You know, that's all stuff that nobody talks about. Right.
You know, and I don't ask for it to be talked about.
Right. You're like, but why you have to talk about?
But why are you having to talk about everything else?
The beans. You didn't like the beans yesterday, and the waitress.
Let's talk about something like we can fix all these issues.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be for everybody.
Right.
You know,
no one, 100% of people are not going to have a good experience.
No, not at all.
That's unrealistic.
That's
like thinking that you're going to go love every meal you order. No, you're going to go, I won't do that again.
Exactly.
A lot.
It happens. And I'm like, hey, it's no big deal. But guess what? Next time I come, I'm going to have something else.
Well, I think, but you guys are offering that is different and cool that you're not going to get with catering, or you're not going to get with DoorDash. Or do you guys DoorDash or whatever it is?
We do,
whatever. Is the atmosphere. You have created a cool atmosphere. If you do get to interact with your staff, at least the ones I've seen, they're phenomenal. You know what I mean?
They're great. And that's what we want to continue to build. And we really want to be there for our employees too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we helped Ashlyn comes to me, and she's my little entrepreneur is what I call her.
Right.
She's got rental properties. She's got a business where she does rental for the dumpsters.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, hey.
She's diversified.
Yeah. She's like, hey, I got questions on this stuff. You know, can you help me? There's a lot of stuff that I was really bad at that I had to get good at and learn. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I can teach you everything that I messed up with so that you don't replicate it, because it sucks whenever you make mistakes.
Well, it's because it costs you.
It does. Whenever you make the mistake of, you know, hey, I owe the city some taxes, and if you don't pay those, they'll take your liquor license away. I found that out the hard way. You know?
So it does go like that.
Yeah, it goes like that.
What, you get something in the mail that says you ain't selling booze. You're like, no, but we have it.
They're like, you go to a hearing.
You're not selling.
Yeah, you go to a hearing and they're like, hey, you didn't pay your taxes. We're taking your liquor license for a year. You're like, oh shit, that's it. That hits hard. You know?
Oh yeah.
But that's not the city's fault.
No.
You know, that's 100% my fault.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey.
But you're going, I'm gonna pay it, but I didn't.
paid it. I paid it before it happened. Before they took my liquor license away, it was already paid.
But they were like, the damage was already done. It will happen. And
it was like $700, dude. Yeah. You know, everyone was like. Then I went to Facebook. Oh, he owes $10,000 in taxes. Not even close to true.
Oh, that was one of the things that got brought up on.
Not even true. Not even true. But anyways, so I tell them, hey, here's what you got to do to make sure that. Now they're not going to have these issues with the city because that's the food and beverage tax.
Yeah.
Food and beverage tax is 2% of your sales, and they're collectors. They're tax collectors,
Sure.
But the only thing they really have is they hold your liquor license.
Yeah.
The city does. Once you lose your city license, you lose your state license.
Right.
So you can't have one without the other.
Gotcha.
So they know that if they pull that, your state's gone, you're screwed.
So you've just you get bumps along the way.
You just learn. And then so she's like, hey, I got questions on this. Can you help me?
You're like,
Absolutely. Can you help me
You're like,
LLC?
I've done nothing but fuck up.
Exactly. I know what I'm doing. So
I know what not to do for sure.
Exactly. And Nicole's in nursing school. She's getting ready to graduate nursing school. She's going to be a nurse. We've helped each other a lot throughout this. And I think Ashlyn said it best the other day. She said, I think you're spoiled with me and Nicole. Like, yeah, no, you're right.
For sure. Yeah.
But on the same token, they're probably a little spoiled too.
Not a doubt.
So
again, they can go get a job anywhere.
100%.
That's not going to mean they
100%.
like it. It does count. So I can get the 20-something-year-old that is going, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I'm just trying to make some money.
Yeah.
You know what? You do you understand, but it's like, okay, but are you going to do what it are you going to be good?
Exactly.
I mean, you can just want to make money, but I mean, are you going to be great at this to do it? Or you're just saying.
You can go to McDonald's and make money.
Yes.
And you don't have to live by my culture.
Yeah.
If you go to McDonald's. And I don't want to say it like.
Well, I can't imagine there's been people that was actually in with you and what you're doing and then walked away.
Yeah. So it's the people who just don't conform to us. But
you have the girls training them. They're leading by example. It's not like you're making up some shit for them to go try and let's see how this works.
And we're a family. And there's a lot of people that say that, but is there a lot of people that truly mean it? I truly mean.
You'll do anything for them.
That I'll do anything for them.
Yeah.
I truly mean that whenever we were coming up, that sometimes whenever shit didn't get paid, it was because I had to take care of my team.
Right.
That was always the most important to me.
Yeah. You're like, I'm not going to have a conversation with you guys. I'll deal with the people that won't stop blowing my phone up until
keep calling me. My team is here for me. I have to take care of them.
It's valuable.
That's one of the biggest things. But yeah, we weed them out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Ashlyn and Nicole weed them out pretty quick.
Right. It doesn't.
And Ashley.
It doesn't take. Yeah, it's kind of.
We know.
It's kind of easy to if you talk to someone. You could make it through an interview, but after that, it's like
they all. Because I have the same conversation with everybody when I'm straight up and honest. Hey, here's the thing: if you're here to collect a paycheck, like I said,
you should keep putting in abs.
Maybe you should keep putting in abs. Are you going to be here to really give a shit? Because if you don't give a shit about the customer, they're going to know that you don't give a shit. They can sense it. If you're just out here slinging food on people's table, anybody can do that.
But that's a valuable lesson that you're teaching these people for their future too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Half-assing will get you exactly where you want it.
Exactly. And that was one of the biggest things that I learned at USA Clean too was Bruce would tell you that I am probably the best in sales and marketing that he's ever had or ever had the privilege of working with.
Yeah.
But I do not stay between the ditches well.
Oh.
Because I'm all over the place.
Right.
And the team that had to clean up, there was a team that was dedicated to just cleaning up my messes. Well, when it came down to the end of the month, right? And they're seeing a bunch of zeros.
They're going, let him go.
The accounting people are like, fuck, what the hell's he doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then the CEO's like, hey.
Let him rock it.
He's making us money.
Right.
So, and he's treating his customers well.
Right. Might not be by the book, but it's happening. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I tell my team, here's the hill, go climb it. Yeah. I don't need to micromanage you. You know what we're here to do. So just do it.
Right.
If I have to get to the point where I'm like, hey, I got to make a checklist of what to tell you to do in the kitchen, like you don't have eyes and you can't see, then
you
don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then whenever I do tell you and you don't do it, and then you don't do it, and then you don't do it, I'm super nice the first couple times. Yeah. And the third time, I will.
You don't understand these are instructions?
Exactly. Then I just send a message and I say, hey, detailed, here's what I expected. This is not what happened.
Yeah.
Bye.
Is it a lot more than you would have imagined of dealing with adults that won't do a damn job? Is there a lot of that?
The worst part about my business is dealing with people
that work for you.
That don't want to do their job. The people that do their job, we go to Rocco's with on Monday night and shoot darts.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have conflicts with them.
Right.
We are all on the same page. We know what needs to be done, and we go for the goal.
Well, there's something to say. Everybody knows if they mess up. Right. It's okay. You have to take it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to say,
and just move.
The lady was a bitch. I don't know what to.
Come on. I used to tell them,
wrong day, man.
Go outside, go in the walk-in cooler, and just scream.
Yeah, get you one. Get you a
Throw
holler.
some shit. I don't care. You know,
come smile.
But smile at the customer.
Yeah.
That's
really so. The thing that you did that we scoped out, I seen it on Facebook, and then my mom peeped it the other night whenever we came in and ate. That board, that was a pretty cool idea, man.
Pay it forward board.
That was really neat. I mean, I don't know how much of a hit or not it was, but it was
insane. We did.
It's really cool. Again, going, hey, life is expensive. Come experience Bobbie Lanes.
Exactly.
Man. Fuck it.
Well, I think your mom said that night. She's like, does that guy need a meal and he can't get one? I'm like, no, he's not. But we would never turn someone away. If they came in and there was no tickets on the board, we're going to feed them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not what.
It was just encouraging people to.
Yeah.
A lot of just people, we don't even know, other than going and rolling your window down at the stoplight and handing a couple bucks out, how do you help someone?
Exactly.
If you don't have a lot, but you want to help.
Yeah, and there was some, the team came back and they're like, of course we fed him, but they're like, this guy's wearing designer shoes.
It's like, he's fucking petty. Let him have a chicken.
Exactly, but we said, no questions asked. That's the deal. No questions asked.
Yeah.
If they have the balls to come in here and say, hey, I'm hungry, they're probably pretty hungry.
Right.
But then you have the other ones that are like,
they got balls for days.
They just want something for free. Which, again, it's
whatever.
I don't even care.
Yeah. If that 20% gets it,
exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever. But we did. I mean, so we ended up doing 347 meals.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was mind-boggling.
Oh, so people were coming in and putting meals up there.
Yeah, they were stacking the board. The board. I think when I left Saturday night, there was no tickets on the board.
Almost 350 meals.
Almost 350 meals. It's a lot.
That is a lot.
Which it kind of hurt service, because we're a barbecue restaurant. So we cook to what we think we're going to sell, and we didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So I had customers come from Springfield and Champaign that met at our place in the middle, and I didn't have anything to offer them. I was sold out.
Right.
I'm like, I'm so sorry, but that's kind of the nature of the barbecue business.
Right.
Is our customers now get it. If they come in at 7:00, you're not going to get Texas Twinkies. If you come in at 7:00, you're probably not going to get ribs.
Okay.
It's one of those things where most of that stuff is sold out by the time you come in. But we try.
Yeah.
But it's just.
Looking for clean, long-lasting focus without the crash? Bobbie is designed for anyone who needs sharper thinking and steady energy throughout the day. With coffee fruit extract and neuro-supporting ingredients, it delivers smooth, reliable mental clarity, no sugar, no jitters. Visit dubby.gg and use code BeyondBiz for 10% off.
That's the barbecue business.
Yeah. So where did the trailer come about? I know you got it.
I got that.
We talked about when you got it, but what made you need that?
I needed revenue to finance the building build out.
Oh, you utilized that while that was going.
I parked the food truck in the parking lot of the restaurant while the restaurant was
that was your
built.
kitchen.
That was my kitchen.
Oh, fair.
So I would we promoted that, and then we would sell food out of the food truck, and then I could still be working in the building. And
it's great.
Contractors or whatever.
So do you guys even try to push that much? Do you guys try to go to event? I mean, in my mind, that's like fairs and shit. Is that?
Yeah. So there is some things that we try to get into. There's some things that we've been blocked from, for other reasons. But
what do you mean?
Well, so the first year they did the boat races, right?
Yeah.
Boat races was killer. Stephanie, who put it on, she's with Having a Ball Productions. She called us. She's like, "Hey, we need another food truck down here. You guys want to come?"
Yeah.
Let's do it. So we went down there, and it was an amazing turnout.
Yeah.
And we said, "Hey, we definitely want to be back next year." So they sent out the
Which that was just this
thing.
2 years. It's only been 2 years. Yeah.
They sent out the sign up form. I said, hey, we need food trucks. So I printed out the form. 15 minutes later, I turned it in. A couple week or two goes by, whatever, and I said, hey, just checking on the application. We're trying to get our schedule made for the year. They're like, oh well, you were too late. Like, well, we weren't, because we filled it out in 15 minutes. There's no way someone else in the category got there before us. So we're like, well, that's not true. But what actually happened? Oh, well, you were voted out. Okay, because the powers that be.
Oh, it was
on
a
the board.
Popularity contest there.
Yeah, so we got voted out of that. But those are the events that we really like to go to.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
We go to the Devon. It was kind of a similar situation at the Devon.
It sounds like now the Devon has a full.
They got a full
kitchen now.
They've got nachos. They've got sandwiches. They've got hot dogs.
I just heard that. Was like, well, didn't know that was a thing.
So it does. There's a lot of food truck down. Here's the thing. I don't know what other food truck vendors are going to say to people, but I know what we talk about as food truck owners
right
down there. Well, there's a lot of people that are really scared to say stuff.
Why? Because they don't want to get voted out?
They don't want to lose that position. They don't want to get voted out. They don't want to be the Bobbie Lanes.
But wait a minute. So it's okay. No, and this is just a thought, and you tell me if I'm wrong. It's okay for people locally or industry I don't know if you're talking about people in the community or people in the restaurant industry.
In the community.
Yeah, so they're not, as long as everyone shuts up and never, causes any ruffles any feathers, then they just bully everyone.
Right.
Right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
The people that the people that don't the people that bark back are the ones that get exiled. They're just
yeah.
It's tough because what
would you like? Would you like everyone just to be, because here's my thing, right? And we've kind of talked about this before. First of all, competition is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably just take a stab and say, if you go out of town somewhere and some kind of festival or something, and there's a barbecue place, you're probably going to go, let me at least, if it happens to be amazing,
Absolutely.
I'm going to walk my ass back over there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much we should talk about it without just saying it, but I'll just leave that.
Yeah. So I don't want to speak for any other food truck vendor, but if everyone would come together and just have this conversation and say, hey, you're going to lose all the food trucks if we all decide that nobody's making money down here anymore.
Right.
So that's the conversation that everyone's having down there.
But not to the people who matter.
But not to the people who matter.
They're all still going, but I still want to get chosen.
Exactly. They're all stuck, but I still make a little bit of money, and I still need to fill this date.
Right.
So let's go down there.
Yeah.
And there are
this is where unions get created, brother.
Yeah. There are some really good dates still. I mean, the big acts.
Do you have some spots, or do you not? Are you not allowed down there anymore?
I wasn't, but I never really knew why. Yeah. It was because someone at the park district didn't like me because of a catering event that I did at Hickory Point. That was a mess up between the client and myself. We fixed it. I don't really know all the ins and outs because I didn't think it was a big deal, but it was our first ever catering we ever did at Hickory Point. I got an email about a week after we did it. I talked to the client. They were super happy. As far as I knew, everything went well. I get an email from them, and they said, you're never allowed to do anything with the Decatur Park District again. I said, well, so my response was, why don't we talk like professionals and figure out what happened so that you can help me fix it and I can make sure that I never make whatever mistake it was made again.
Yeah.
I never got a response to that. So then the new
because that's following a successful event in your eyes. Yeah.
So the new manager, and they're still customers to this day, the people I did the event for. The new manager at the Devon, he said, because of that and other issues from a different food truck who is my family, you guys aren't allowed down here. I said, listen, why don't you do this? Why don't you meet me personally and then form your own opinion of me? Let me show you what we do. And then if you don't want us down there after that, then we'll leave. He said, I think that's fair. Let's do that. So we did. We had 6 or 7 shows down there last year out of, a lot that we put in for. We were down there for 6 or 7 shows and we never had any issues.
Okay.
So hopefully we get invited back this year.
But then now this is probably the year where you'll start to get going. Do we want to keep coming?
Right.
If everyone's buying,
right. If everybody's,
they got pulled pork nachos at concession stand. What do we do?
Exactly. And then, I hope that food trucks can still go to, it's a cool event. People want to go down there.
Yeah.
But they've got weird rules, like you can't sell drinks at the food trucks, not even bottled water or soda.
Because they sell.
But you can't bring drinks out. So you have to get your food.
And walk back in.
But people want to sit on the picnic table.
Hell yeah.
But now you don't have anything to drink.
Dude, my thing, me and this guy, we'll park down by the boat ramps when there be a show going down, walk down there just to eat.
Right.
Listen from.
Exactly. We love that too.
Yeah, let's check this shit out.
Let's chill.
So is there a goal? Do you have a goal? What's your, obviously this is very new still, couple years. And I know, for Bobbie Lane specifically, is it like, well, we're on track to just keep doing, but is it, I'd eventually like to open up another store. I'd eventually like to have this truck sitting somewhere all the time.
Yeah, so I would like to have a store in Bloomington, Champaign, and Springfield.
Yeah.
That would be, I would kind of start to like the branch out there, which I've talked to the team now and said, who's the GM at this place? Who's the GM at this place?
Right.
Because I want to build them up.
But that's the key, though, right? Is you have to have a team.
Got to have a team because you can't spread yourself that thin.
No.
Right now, if it weren't for Ashley, my wife,
you'd be screwed. Yeah.
Because she just holds the kitchen together, but she's physically working. What people don't, even my team still to this day, they don't understand the physical aspects of working versus what the business has to have to continue to drive.
Right.
It doesn't mean that I need to be back there physically doing stuff when they're like, well, you're doing nothing sitting in your office. There's very rarely am I doing nothing.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
It's like, no.
Shit. You're like, I wish, matter of fact,
yeah,
I want to, let me just go smoke some meat. That'd be freaking wonderful.
But, yeah.
Yeah. It takes a lot to keep anything moving, man.
Yeah, it does.
So where do you get your meat from somewhere around here? Or is that like you do order meat from order? How's that go?
I use primarily Gordon Foods.
Okay.
But we did just reach out to Humphreys in Springfield because I heard that they have some really good product.
Okay.
Really good deals.
That's kind of what it is. You just have to keep the market is open and you got to see what's what.
Yeah, because, when we first started in 2019, I was buying brisket for about $1.60 a pound.
Okay.
My brisket that I purchased this week was $7.60.
Shit.
So
yeah, what's up there? I remember that too, where you could fuck a brisket up and be like, "Oh, no big deal. I'm going to get another one now."
Because brisket is a shitty cut of meat.
Man, that tastes so good if you do it. Well, that's why you have to cook it forever, slow, low, rapid, juice it. Yeah,
brisket is a shitty cut of meat. It always was.
So good.
But now it's like so popular.
So good.
And beef is expensive. And chicken. When we started, we were paying probably about $27 a case for wings. Whenever I started doing dollar wings, we were buying cases at about $50. Then the bird flu happened.
That's real.
The bird flu was real, and I guess it's real. That's what they told me.
Sure it is.
My guys told me it's real, and wings went to $160 a case. So we stopped wing night. Like I can't.
So that's Woody.
Yeah.
He was in here, he goes, if people would just understand, if someone has dollar wing night, they are paying you.
We're paying you to be here.
To come.
Absolutely.
Like
it's just what
some
it is.
people just won't fold because they're like, we said Wednesday wings, so I guess we're going to, hopefully you buy some drinks and some
hopefully you buy some beer. Hopefully you get some fries on the side.
Right.
Because, that's literally I mean, it's marketing. We're spending money for you to get in the door. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Like you guys come in on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But you don't eat wings.
Right,
You
right,
get,
right,
you get
right,
that,
right.
And a lot of people do that still, too,
Yeah.
you know. So.
Oh, and I'm good now. I got my few. I just, dude, having a smorgasbord of just, oh, God. That's just so good. So I think it's, I don't really know how, or maybe I was sitting there for it, but the idea for you to go Rocco's Bar, you don't have a kitchen. Of course, anywhere that's just a bar, you are missing that element because you're a hangout after 7 o'clock,
right,
or before 4 o'clock. No one's going to.
Yeah. I think we were all sitting there that night. I think you.
Yeah, and it was just like a good idea of going, wait.
And we were just talking business.
Oh yeah, it was her idea of going beer specials for Monday Night Football, and it was like,
and I'm like, hey,
could have food.
Let's just bring the.
Could have some food.
Let me handle it. Well, Carla's thing is she's really sweet too, right? But she provides a lot.
Yes.
So Rocco's had become accustomed to free food.
Right.
And she was going to make it all. And I'm like, that's cool, but if you want us to take it, it won't be free anymore.
Right.
Because that's not what we do. But let us take something off of your plate.
I think, that's it. So it goes from I enjoy cooking to her going, now I guess I'm supposed to make this because I put it out there that it was going to be.
What do I got to make?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that sucks. There's a difference. That's a difference.
Let us take care of it, you know, and that's what we did. We pulled up out there Monday night. It's cool, man. We slang some wings.
Done it a few now, and
tonight we'll
it seems like people. I mean,
people like it.
I was gonna say it seems like your wife's running up in and out.
Yeah.
Last week was a freaking winter,
and she can. Yeah, it was. It was like 20 degrees out there. But that's something that she can do, and she can have a cocktail afterwards. We can shoot some darts, and we kind of make a night of it.
So
you know,
it's
more of a settle down. It's work, but it's kind of play
chill
at the same time.
Well, and in between, it's not so packed that it's out there like, oh, another one,
Nobody's
another
sweating
one.
their ass off. It's like, hey,
it was really cool.
Everybody, we know everybody, and like, hey, let's get some movies.
Dude, the other night when we left your spot and we went over there, my daughter was there.
I saw your Facebook
We ended up
post.
hanging out with her.
Yeah.
Finally, at midnight, she goes, okay, I'm going to have to big sis here and go take my little brother home. I'm like, oh, fair. He's driving.
Yeah. Well, my other friend texted me right after you had left, and I went up and took a shower, and I sat down, and I looked at my phone, and he's like, hey, you guys out? I'm like, well, we were going to go shoot darts. And then he's like, I'm thinking about getting out, which he's like me. He doesn't drink either.
Right.
So we're like, all right. Ashley was laying down next to me. Next thing you know, we were both asleep.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
I texted him next morning. I'm like, oh, yeah, I fell asleep.
I don't know where you ended up, but
he's like, I should have went home too.
I'm in the same place.
So.
No, it ended up being pretty cool. I don't ever. Yeah, my kids are aged so far apart that by the time my son, she was having kids.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not really I won't say not a relationship. How close can you be with someone 14 years older than you?
Right.
But no, it's still pretty neat. Well, no, what was pretty crazy is I'm sitting there with my daughter going, is that girl hitting on him? Is this grown woman? And
Bobbie
she's like,
was, too.
yeah, for sure. And then she beelines like,
yeah, we got to put a stop to this.
That sounds like hating us.
But it always comes back full circle. Ashley and I met at Rocco's.
That's crazy.
That was our stomping ground.
So have you known Carla forever?
Yeah, Carla and my aunt have been best friends forever, since grade school. So, but yeah, so that was where we hung out.
Oh.
And but I never really saw Carla there when we were younger.
Well, it sounds like she had up until not long ago. She had a pretty tough career. She had a career.
She had
she was the IRS or something.
Yeah, she was. Stay away from her.
Yeah.
But no, we met there. And then so my oldest is my stepdaughter, and her dad I went to school with.
Okay.
So I knew of Ashley because I knew they were together.
Right.
But we weren't friends in high school.
Right.
So I'm like, there wasn't that barrier.
Right. Right.
And she was in there alone.
Right.
And her mom, God rest her soul, she was an amazing. Okay, she was the life of the party. And she's like, hey, you have to meet my daughter. So I'm like, all right. Like, hey, I'm Ashley. She
Hope
came
you
in.
meant that.
Yeah. I was the DJ at Rocco's, I was too cool.
Yeah.
And this was shit.
Were you DJing there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
16,
yeah.
17 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And 16 years, I think. So I was sitting back there. She's like, you got to meet my daughter. I'm like, all right. So I met her, and then she came in. I'm like, all right, well,
We're hanging.
We're hanging tonight.
Yeah.
So then she's like, you have to meet my daughter. So I met her daughter, fell in love.
Hit it off immediately.
Natalie's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
She really is. She's a great kid, but it changed my life. Because I'm like, man, now my life means something completely different than what it did yesterday.
Oh yeah. I got people who are going to count on me now.
Yeah. And I lived with my grandparents.
Yeah.
And they're like, my grandpa, would always be like, I don't know if this is the right move. And I'm like, I don't either, but I love this kid.
Yeah, let's go.
So we did, and that was
It worked.
16 years ago.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Does what would you say has been the most challenging thing since stepping away from your careers and going? I mean, I know you're in the food industry, so you can relate it to that, or just working for yourself. Aside from having to put your team first, which gets hard sometimes financially, especially when the money's not going in the right direction.
Right.
What's the most challenging thing or thing that you felt like if you would have known, things could have been easier? Anything?
Man, I'd say probably just compliancy
Yeah.
with every state and federal organization and local.
Because they will
There's a lot of things that they
hold their policies.
There's a lot of things that I never understood in business, that where things had to flow. Right. It was like, okay, well, my team's paid, and then their payroll taxes are paid.
Vendors are paid.
Are paid. And then it got to the point where it's like
just snoozing
yeah.
on some shit.
And then you're like, oh shit, they want to get paid too? And then I have to file this, and then I have to file that without an accountant and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man, this is weird.
Right.
But if I would have got ahead of that in the beginning, I would have saved myself so much heartache throughout business.
Oh, yeah, because you're going, now this is an expense where really I should have never even included it as income. It was part of what had to go. Right.
So then we really did ourselves a disservice doing that.
Yeah.
It's
just jumping in and going, though, right?
We did. I mean, we were just balls to the
So
wall.
I think that's what's crazy is the restaurant industry might be, I don't even know if I'm speaking correctly or not, but I don't feel like locally you could reach out to another barbecue joint and go, let's go to lunch.
Right.
Let me pick your brain, because they're going to go, what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to help. I don't know. Is it like that? It would seem like that. In most other industries, you know what I mean? People are really happy to share knowledge because there's plenty of money. But it's like, you're different if you're going, well, I'm coming to step on your toes. Can you help? They're like, I can help you fail.
Yeah. That's what's tough. I mean, I go to everybody's places.
Yeah.
When Kansas City opened at Door 4, I was there his first day.
Yeah.
Said, hey, wishing him luck, checked out his kitchen. We came out, we shook hands.
Well, that's good. That is what it's supposed to be.
That's what it's supposed to be. Marcos, whenever he opened Smackin' Tacos, I was there. It was opening day.
Yeah.
The Wharf is one of my favorite places in town.
The Wharf?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we go there a lot. I've been on this diet, so I've been not eating out as much. But
Floyd Fries are calling your name.
Oh, man. But Guadalajara, David at Guadalajara, I get to know these people personally.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the people who I align the most with are the people that I kind of gravitate towards.
Yeah.
And so
it's people on the same page.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's because really there is enough people. There is enough money. There is enough everything
and competition is a good thing.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I wouldn't expect you if Notorious Pig or PIG or whatever is at Sliders and you live in Long Creek, I would expect that's where you're going to go get barbecue if it's good.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go, that's some bullshit. You should have drove into.
Exactly.
No.
And I've had opportunities. I've had a lot of customers say, you need to come to Mount Zion. I'm like, hey, he's got that out there.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
Right.
And if you look back to my Facebook page, you'll see I go to Notorious Meats and get meat from his meat market. I pull up to his food trailer and took a picture. Hey, this is awesome. Post it on Facebook. I like doing that stuff.
Okay.
I like to support other people. Does it come full circle? Probably not.
Right.
That's not what I'm doing it for. Wings.
But people notice that.
Yeah.
People see, like, oh, okay. I mean,
like chicken wings, 48 Inn
right.
has some of the best chicken wings I've ever had in my life.
Right.
And I go there
Right.
on Sundays to get chicken wings.
Right.
Because I love them. You know?
Yeah.
And
But yeah, you can't really say our livelihood is based on community support, and we're not supporting anyone.
exactly.
That's insane.
That's insane.
That is insane.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to Buffalo Wild Wings to get wings, right? I'm going to a local guy to get wings.
Right.
And it's the same thing with everything else. My mom grew up, she raised us off of selling flowers through flower shops. I mean, that's what she did.
Right.
And so the impact of local was paramount. I mean, you had to shop local.
Right.
And
Well, so I think some people get that a little twisted, and I've even said it before. People with local businesses, not necessarily even restaurants, or restaurants are good too. We'll try you because you're local,
yeah,
but you have to be good. Like,
right.
I'll let you come paint a wall, but if
Yeah.
you suck, you're not going to put my addition on. Or
Exactly.
you know what I mean? It's like, well, you don't use someone local. Well, you suck,
Exactly.
and you're overpriced, so
Right.
you can't do that.
Right.
Or like the industry of people open up like these clothing shops,
Right.
and it's like that's a rough one because I can order
Exactly.
that shit and have
It's
it here
tough.
tomorrow. It sucks, but
I want to shop more. Like I went down to All Things Beautiful downtown. And she's amazing, right? She's so cool to talk to. She's got a wealth of knowledge, and her shop is so cool. But there's nothing there for me.
Right.
So then I'm like, I'm buying my team shit. Like I'm buying them socks.
I just want to get some shit from
they
you.
got socks that say like "fuck off."
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
They're like, these
right.
are hella cool. I
Yeah.
gotta get these. But it's like, I'm not buying that stuff for myself. There's really nothing that I go down and like. What do you got?
You're just I'm
3X?
supporting what you're doing, man. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But it's really, really cool, man. I love to see the local business, but everybody's struggling. It's not, everybody I talk to is like, dude, it's tough out here.
But what is it? What is it? I mean, is it just the dollar don't go near? Of course, we know the dollar don't go as near as far, but
Everything is just so up in the air.
But you notice now that you don't have a regular job. Regular jobs make a lot of fucking money.
Exactly. And steady.
Crazy.
It's like every
I'm
Friday
an
I got
employee.
money.
Yeah, I'm an employee. I mean, I'm an employer.
Yeah.
So I'm going, can I have my employee's job? I want
Exactly.
that. I'll
Yeah,
just
how do
have
I go
that.
back to
Yeah,
that?
like,
Can I get a remote work from home
someone
job?
come
Yeah.
take my spot and put me to work.
That's what everybody says. Like, did you like making the move? Like, well, I make a lot less money now than
Yeah,
I did when
yeah.
I was at work.
Right.
But, and
So I
work
guess,
in-
how do you, it's just going, we're still trying to figure out a budget of life. I mean, a lifestyle
it
budget.
changes constantly,
Yeah, because you're like, we can't celebrate having a good month and go buy a new car because
Right.
next month could fucking be terrible.
Right. We have to stack as much as we can.
Yeah.
But if you can't stack, I'm terrible at it. I'm really, really bad.
I'm not far from you.
And that's one of the things where
We got to make money because I'm going to spend it.
exactly. That's what everyone's like. You must be good at making money because you spend a lot of money. Like, yeah, that's
It kind of goes the other way, but
yeah, exactly. I force myself.
I have to make money because I am good at spending it.
Yeah, because we're screwed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, but like a lot of the stuff, like I said, like caterings and stuff, side gigs, food truck events.
Yeah.
those are all really, really good add-ons. That we have.
So
But
it's
the
just
restaurant
if you
can-
want. So do you have someone that just goes and literally hits the pavement on booking
Man, I
catering
wish.
event, or you're like, no,
I
it'd
wish.
be nice.
That position is open to whoever wants it.
Really, I might have someone in mind for you.
I would.
I might have a commission-based gal who loves that stuff.
I would love it.
Okay.
I would love someone to take the catering business because we might do,
I meant someone just to fill the schedule.
yeah.
Yeah.
We might do, 20, 30 grand in a month on catering. And then we're like, shit, what are we going to do? What are we going to do next month? Because we don't have the time to fill the schedule again.
Right.
And then it's like, I don't have time to
Oh, you're like,
be
we need to just
outbound.
have someone go book out ahead and we're straight.
book it out, get the weddings booked,
Mm-hmm.
I'll provide the operational support.
Yeah.
But the sales is what I've always been really good at. So it's kind of like what I like to do, but there's so much more to do that I just can't do it. You
Right.
know? And it's tough.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel you.
There's a lot of moving pieces.
Those days that you don't leave your office and you get done and you go, I don't know if I accomplished anything. I mean, I did check off some shit.
Yeah.
We're going to keep our license.
Exactly. when I opened the books to him and I said, the CEO at USA Clean, and he's, he started this business over 30 years ago. He exited, sold it to a $1 billion company, and he knows what he's doing.
Right.
And I opened it to him, and he's like, "Holy shit! There's a lot of moving pieces here." Like,
right.
There's a lot of moving pieces.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I know a few guys in the restaurant industry, and I mean, I kind of look at it like it's a time frame thing, right? You're on your third location, second consecutively. I don't know what else you have to do to consider being a success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you either make it or you don't.
Right.
Based on your product.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I kind of liked. That's what Woody's idea about, like Mexican restaurants. He goes, everyone's like, there's so many Mexican restaurants. He goes, so let them. So what?
Who gives a shit?
The best one will be there.
Exactly.
I mean,
we're gonna weed out.
It's okay. Yeah.
And that's another thing. When I see a lot of people that are selling their businesses in restaurants and stuff like that, and I'm like, well, you don't own the building, right? If you're just leasing a space and you have a name inside of a restaurant, how are you asking $150,000 for this business? Because you're going to close. And
it's just a name.
Business is going to go somewhere.
That if it was success, that name was successful, would you be leaving?
Right. Now, if it's the Gin Mill,
Sure.
or Taproot, or
Beach
Tony
House.
McCain's
That's
Beach
what
House.
Todd just sold the name. I mean, that's kind of what that was.
If it's
that was a big deal.
Those are big deals.
Yes.
But you find, I'm not going to mention the names that I'm thinking of.
Right.
But the ones that I know that are for sale that are asking these prices, I'm like, for
who are you?
What?
Right.
So because they come to us, right? In the industry, like, hey, you want another one? We're like, fuck, no, I don't want another one.
Yeah, no. Can we talk at all about what we talked about that might be something in the works coming up?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Your idea?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like this idea. Yeah, so this is a passion move here if you do it, huh?
This is a passion move. This is something that is different and needed. An upscale, dark, wood floors, candlelit.
Yeah, amber glowing steak joint,
Edison,
dude.
Just a steak joint.
That's what's up.
Fire steaks. You got chefs in the background. You're just hearing steak sizzle, smelling the smoke, and just enjoying a crazy good cocktail.
That'd be really cool, man. Well, we need it. We do need it. Our closest thing to a steakhouse is either Roadhouse or Beach House.
Yeah.
And Roadhouse is not even close to a steakhouse. That's just a restaurant.
That's just a restaurant.
Yeah. And
they serve good food, but it's a restaurant.
Yeah. And Beach House is they got a big menu.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have something that was like just cuts of big tomahawks and freaking twice baked potatoes and
tableside
asparagus. Let's go. Oh,
nothing to do with the barbecue restaurant at all. Completely
different thing.
Completely separate. Completely.
Is that something? Chef. Is that anything more than an idea and a wish at this point? Or are you like, well,
I have a business plan written. I've made a couple phone calls to some places where I'd like to put it. We'll see.
Yeah,
I think it'd be crazy.
It would be. Well, I think the key, which I'm sure what your phone calls would be related to, is someone that knows how to be behind that grill.
Exactly.
That's kind of the key.
Yeah. And there's a special one who I found out last night because I put out some feelers
about this.
Yeah, an executive chef who reached out last night. So I won't say on it. I won't say it here, but I'll tell you afterwards. But because I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
But it would be pretty cool.
Again, that's one of those things that even when people, well, first we all go out of town. We all have a spot we go to get a steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do. I mean, no, you're not going to get it 3 times a week. No, but what would your place be open on the weekends, or is it? Would it be every day?
I'm thinking it would probably be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday dinners.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do any lunches yet.
Yeah, and you don't need to.
No, and
they got plenty of quick lunch spots because that's going to be just the opposite of run in and grab something.
Exactly. There's
no steak sandwich.
No. And it's going to be. I'm thinking about seven main dishes.
Yep.
Keep the menu tight.
Yep.
And then with a rotating special. And then, like I was talking to Ashley about, I said, those fryers take up space. She's like, we don't need fryers in here.
There's no fryer.
I'm like, what
Ain't
do you
nothing
mean?
fried.
I said, we're not doing like a truffle fry. She's like, fuck no. I'm like, all right. Well, you're not doing a truffle fry. We're doing a Brussels sprouts, and we're doing
Fair.
other shit.
Let's go.
So fryers are gone.
So, would you have a name?
Ember and Oak.
Ember and Oak.
Yep.
It's good.
I have the name and a logo. So
it might be happening, people.
it might be happening. It'd be crazy.
It will be crazy. I think probably the key is just like anything, you have to have a team. I mean, you've seen it yourself. I mean, you right now, it sounds like you have a tight, you call it a skeleton crew, but I feel like if you had a couple replicas of the people you had, you would very gladly accept them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've weeded through our fair share.
I bet.
And some are really cool. They just didn't fit.
Yeah.
And we still talk to them.
Sure.
There's no hard feelings.
No.
I've only had one personal issue with an employee ever.
Right.
And that was just because of the way that he treated women. And I said,
well, so what's tough is, and I don't know if you're like this with your employees, you're like a friendly guy.
right.
You're not rough.
No, not at all.
So I could see where eventually it's like, okay, now you're going to make me be a dick. I've been trying to be nice. You're taking advantage. So now you have to do this.
I had this conversation like 2 days ago.
It's cool to be nice. But when I'm a dick, it's like, we saw that coming.
Yeah.
We saw that coming.
I had this conversation with an employee a couple of days ago, and I said, dude, you're going to make me be a dick. And I promise that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm giving you chance after chance after chance, but you're just not listening to me. And then it's like, then I have to protect the business.
Yes.
At that point, then I have to just be like, okay, well,
you being nice is going, I'm trying to save your job for you. As crazy
I'm helping you stay employed.
Yeah.
And I just, so Bruce always used to say, hire slow, fire fast. And that's the mentality that I've got to get into.
Right.
Because I do the exact opposite.
Well, you're in a spot where you're going, I got 3 people working and we need 5. So we need to get some people.
Got to get people in here.
Girls, get your feelers out. Right. Let's get somebody in here. Yeah.
And then the people that I get are never the right fit.
Yeah.
So, and it's us or them. It doesn't matter.
It's not you. It's not just you. I mean, you know what I mean? That's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing. Well, I've asked this to many people. It's like, what does our under 26 years old and out of high school, but not in college, what are you doing for money?
Right. I don't know.
I mean, you guys ain't all OnlyFans content creators.
DoorDash drivers or something.
But you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, that was the most hustling time of my world was you're young.
When I was coming up, you couldn't find a job at a restaurant because they were all filled.
Dude, people were graduating college, coming back and going to work at Carlos O'Kelly's.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It was like they're making more money there than they would at Verizon or whoever the hell was putting them to work with a business degree.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's different days.
Man. It is, man. It's so much different.
It's cool. Well, you got something really cool going. I like it. I think, you and your wife and your family, a huge addition to the community. I hate bullshit, drama, just unnecessary. Really, it gets all summed up to just support each other. If you see me dropping the ball, have a sit, come buy me a soda, tell me.
Kick me in the ass.
Tell me what needs to happen. Do you really want to see me just fail? And if so, why?
No, I've had the businesses in this community that don't like us say in writing that I'm going to do everything I can to make you fail.
Really?
And I'm like,
it's unnecessary. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, I matter that much?
Yeah. What do you do at night besides think about me?
That's crazy.
Because I don't ever think about
so do you think that's normal? Are you like, I don't know, this is my first time in small business too. It's my
first time dealing with people like that. Yeah. Because most of the people I deal with aren't like that.
I would just assume, overall, if you're grinding and you're trying, I would like to see it work out for you.
We have conversations like
Usually if you act super successful and you just started, we know you're probably failing.
Right. Exactly. That's
This is your way of dealing with it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
it's on me tonight. You sure, bro?
Like Josh Crawford at the pizza in South Shores. He sends me a message. He's like, dude, I came there today. Your food's fantastic. Thank you for being such a great person in the community. I'm like, damn, I could have said the exact same thing about you. You guys are fantastic.
Right.
And Marcos at Smackin' Tacos, we talk at least once a week.
Right.
And just he's like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I saw you doing this. How's that working? That's how we grow.
Okay, that seems normal to me.
Those are good conversations to have.
Okay. So it's all over. You got the people who are going to throw salt. You got ones that want you to grow. You got.
And I used to get, there's only certain things that I get really passionate about still to this day, that I don't know that I could just back off of, but it's the same people saying the same thing, hiding behind fake profiles on Facebook. But what people don't understand is you only type a certain way, right?
Right.
So when you do it behind a fake profile,
doesn't matter.
You're still, the dialect is still the same. We know who you are.
Yeah. You just called me a clown.
Exactly. So it's like, dude, just grow up a little bit. But that's,
not happening.
No, not happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is funny. Well, no, it's only funny. My parents and I were having this conversation because they're removed from this kind of world, right? So it's almost like people are like, and I'm like, yeah, yep. Whatever you would think that they're probably at the PTA boards about what's going on with their kids at school is how they act to their peers, to their, you know what I mean? People in the industry. It's fucking insane.
It's mind-boggling.
Either way. Well, and I even told you this before. I think I just recalled, I don't even remember what it was. I didn't see any comment. I just seen your reply. And it was like, oh.
There was a lot of people that said that. I got a lot of people that messaged me and they're like, hey, I didn't even know what you guys were talking about, but you're making it go viral. Stop.
And you're like, well, was my point taken or no? Right. You get the point. Oh, I couldn't imagine too, because it is like, whoa. It's like you're firing at me.
Yeah. And what you're saying isn't even true.
Well, but a lot of times, dude, especially now that you've been in the industry long enough to where, like you said, post and ghost, people will take up for you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost like, just go.
Yeah.
You guys just work that out.
We have an amazing customer base. I mean, the customers who have been with us forever, I mean, they're really great people. We come to know them, and that's why it hurts really bad whenever they send me a message and say, hey, I'm not coming back. And I'm like, damn,
you're like, who was
been with us forever,
right?
And so I do. I let people go because of that.
I can't say. I don't remember the last time I was anywhere and just had shit service. I've had not give a fucks, for sure. But I don't know.
No,
but you are offering. That's it. There's the expectation now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you come in there and you get someone who's just coming over and laying your shit down, and it's like, fuck's wrong?
Being loud.
Fuck's your problem?
Slamming shit.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, where do you come off? Why are you mad?
Yeah. You're the only one making money at this table.
You're the only one making money. I didn't make enough. Which fucking neither did I.
Yeah. You're bad.
Yeah.
You're like, the problem is you're responsible for it. You and I mentioned.
Right. At what point in time can you guys help with some of this?
Nah. It's too much. It's not my job description.
Exactly. We're done with that. But that's
yeah. Well, I appreciate coming in and chatting, man. It was just fun. I mean, cool. we talk quite a bit anyway, but I think the whole idea, anybody who, now that I've got a chance to meet you and chat, hang out a few times, it's like, hey, if you guys haven't done it, no matter what anybody said, that food's good. That food's good, and he's a hell of a guy. No, I think that's it. You just keep doing what you're doing, and people fall in. Yeah,
they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, and I've been telling people since 2019.
Good people goes just as far as good product, as fucking crazy as that sounds.
The only thing that's going to push me out of town is if I decide that I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Because I have the customers.
Yeah.
I have the business. I have the staff. And we can sustain for a long time with our current customer base that we cater to.
Yeah.
I want more customers. I'm not saying that. I want everybody to come try us. I want new customers to become our regulars.
Yeah.
But my point is the people who continuously say he won't be here in another month, or They've been saying that for 6 years.
Yeah.
You know, he'll fail. He's on his way out. He didn't pay this guy. He didn't pay that guy. It's all false.
Right.
You know, and you can make all the phone calls.
Well, he kind of started off this conversation by saying, if you don't pay the people that need to get paid,
Yeah.
we don't have to hide it or not. You'll see.
And and did we have issues before? 100%. And I've never said we didn't.
Yeah.
You know,
it's working through them.
I've never ever once said, yeah,
I've got this shit.
I've never had a vendor take me to court. That would be a lie. I have had a vendor take me to court.
Right.
There was a story behind it.
Right.
But at
Either
the end
way.
of the day, it's like, but
The
if
thing
I'm
is
going to go
how many business, that's not uncommon, dude.
if I'm going to go out of business, it's because I get sick and tired of trying to run the operations with so much bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what's going to be my downfall.
Well, you put up good quality food. If Inburn Oak ends up being something that takes off, it'll be.
That's going to be killer. I'm excited.
That just sounds like it. It
We're
doesn't even have to be huge. does
No.
it? I mean,
No.
dozen tables.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean-
just something romantic.
Yeah,
intimate,
you don't need
where
to.
could
You don't need
just-
to be able to seat 15.
No. You just come in, you have a nice
Yeah.
dinner. And if I can get the chef that I'm thinking of, man, it's going to be
He'll work magic.
it's going to be great.
So here's what we're gonna have for sure. He's gonna decide the rest.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what's
I'm
up,
just
dude.
gonna give the direction.
Yeah.
It's gonna be completely chef inspired.
Well, that's what I remember. Whenever I was talking, I think Zach and Woody, whenever the 4.9 came about, they were kind of both like, "We're not.
Yeah.
If we have to get someone that's going to be on board because if they leave, it's done."
Right.
So somebody
Yeah.
lock in and yeah.
And Mark Anthony, he's a really good chef.
Is that who's out there?
Yeah, he's really good.
Okay.
And Dylan Waldrop, he's at the Gin Mill.
Uh huh.
He's a fantastic
Real good chef too. Yeah.
I mean,
Gin Mill's
got
one of
it
my
down.
faves.
Oh,
man.
Gin Mill's fire.
Man.
Yeah. He's a customer of ours too. And he
Yeah.
comes in, we just chat. But
Dude, downtown has got some stuff, man.
there's like 16 restaurants.
There is
There's
spots.
a lot more than people understand.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's easy to just go, there's not,
Yeah.
we're back to where you can park in across
You can
from
walk
where
around.
blocks used to be, and you could walk around, eat, drink, couple
Yeah.
spots.
We don't
Several
have blocks or cats anymore, but we got Lincoln.
We outgrew them anyway. We don't need that. Nobody got time for that shit. Yeah. Now it's, what is it? Hot Shots?
Hot shots. Nah, I don't want to go in there.
No.
I did go in there.
I was there when the whole staff got fired.
Yeah, you told me.
Okay,
that.
yeah, I won't go there again.
I was
but
there when
that's
there
very
was
funny.
a fight broke out. And my daughter was sitting there, and I don't know if I've ever been that mad, but
Really?
I picked that guy
Awesome.
up, and I said,
This is
"You're."
a good time.
It was about 30 seconds before this. We'd have been having a completely different conversation because you knocked the table over that she was sitting at. And that would have been a problem.
Oh, yeah.
But
They were
now
actually
they're back.
tussling.
Yeah, they fought, and then they waited for him to go outside so they could jump him.
Huh.
We made sure that didn't happen.
Oh.
We had this. Me and Nicole.
You're like, we got this.
Nicole.
Let's go.
Nicole ran him off. Yeah, no, it's cool, man. I'm glad you had me. I think it was a good time.
Well, yeah, well, that's cool. Hey, anybody out there? So you guys know where Bobbie Lanes is. Also, they're doing Rocco's on Mondays. They're out there for football and wings and barbecue and support the guy. You guys see what he's doing. Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, thanks, man.
Appreciate
it's a pleasure. And thank you guys for joining us on this one. Until next time, be kind to each other, and we'll catch you in 5 days.
Perfect.
Hey, thanks again for joining me for this episode. Before you sign off, here's a quick word from the companies who make it possible for us to do this. Aerial Elite Solutions, when it comes to drone technology, no one does it better. From solar inspections to construction monitoring to telecom towers to wind turbine blades to real estate coverage to event showcasing, AES brings the sky to your side with unmatched quality, precision, and speed. Reach out to Aerial Elite Solutions at flyaes.com and see how they can elevate your business today. Midwest Lightning Rods. For nearly a century, they've been protecting homes, farms, and businesses from one of nature's most destructive forces. When lightning strikes, they make sure that you're covered the right way and the safe way. Contact MLR today at lightningstrikes-weprotect.com to see how you can become part of the community protected by MLR. Support local, trust the best. Aerial Elite Solutions, Midwest Lightning Rods. Excellence from the ground to the sky. Thank you again, and we'll catch you in 5 days. Until then, be kind to each other.
Yeah, we on business. Yo, we out here hitting that grind. Podcast vibes, letting loose, unwind. Next on the mic, yeah, he flexing with pride. Meeting dope souls, taking you on the ride. Talking about life, not just that paper. Doing it big, ain't no time for a hater. People yap behind his back, but we rise like the sun. Gather round, fam, we just having some fun. Beyond business, it's a vibe, feel that thrill, getting intimate. May even get your heart filled. Meeting the legends, those raw and real. Digging deep thoughts, show you how to feel. From the block to the boardroom, we making that move. Beyond business, baby, yeah, we got the groove. Shout out to the hustlers, the real street thugs. We all eat together, no need for the drugs. Yeah, you blessed with the gift, determined to thrive. Nick's breaking it down, keeping that fire alive. Let's go deep like the ocean, no bluff. Beyond business, baby, we can't get enough.